Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the Miami Marlins. Just about ready to go. And today's starting pitcher, Trevor Rogers. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, he got into the 8th inning his last time out, really pitching deep into games as of late. We'll see today how many innings he's got in him.
And now for the Twins, Lane Thomas.
Minnesota, the right fielder, number 30, Lane Thomas.
The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. That one's in there, and we are underway. Here comes the 0-1. They say it went.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, 2 now. Next offering misses down and away.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
And there's a fly ball, deep right field. Way back there. Gone! His 12th of the season. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
Here's Royce Lewis. And there's a foul ball. Up the middle. And that chance handled. Not in time. He legs it out.
Boog, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
And now, Brooks Lee. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And the 1-0. That one missing inside. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
Runner at first with no outs here. Two-one pitch is in there, and the count is even. This one smacked out to left center. And there's a hit. Lewis rounds second on his way to third. Ball comes home, and he's dead at the plate. Here's Byron Buxton. And the first pitch misses for ball one. 1 out and a runner at second. And another ball.
Well, they gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
Good hitters count the 2-0. And a foul ball. Check on the runner, and he's back in safely. The count 2-1, and that's in for a strike. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And here comes Carlos Correa. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one is back. And that is gone. Carlos Correa will circle the bags. His 13th home run of the season, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-0.
With this guy's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
So 2 down, and next for Minnesota, Ryan Jeffers. Swing and a miss. Strike one. That's to third. On to first. That's out number 3. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now 3-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in Miami, and now here's the starter for Minnesota, Joe Ryan. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, he's allowing just over 1 base runner per inning, which is really good, especially for a starter, because these hitters get to see you 2, 3, maybe even 4 times in a start. So just shows you how deceptive and how effective his stuff is. We'll see if it's that way in this one.
And now here's a speed threat, outfielder Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Oh, 1 down.
Nope, that's inside.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Here's a 1-2.
Ball 2.
And that one missing low. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
No, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base.
Okay, let's check out the lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Jorge Soler.
And he's leading them in runs batted in this season, which tells me this guy is able to slow things down when it seems like there's a little bit of pressure, and he's looking at it as an opportunity to do damage. You know, a lot of guys, they see runners on base and they get big. They feel like all this pressure, I've got to get these runs in, but somehow he seems to settle into these situations. So watch out when he comes to the plate.
The 1-0. Foul ball. The line to kick the pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And that is that. Nothing doing for the Marlins. They trail it here 3-0. Back here in Lone Depot Park. This is Willie Castro. And a pitch. And there's a ball. That misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Rhys Hoskins, the next to hit, takes ball 1. The next pitch misses. 2-0. Carl Dixon doing the umpiring behind the plate.
And Boog, I'm not sure if it's because he sort of sets up higher than most, but one thing to be aware of with Dixon is the high stripe. Not usually a big deal because most guys are swinging at pitches up there, but we may see some surprise looks from hitters from time to time because that's just so unusual.
And there's the strike. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see these guys a lot.
Yeah, Boog, these guys are all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with some of these guys.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 2 away. Here's Bubba Thompson. First offering misses the mark. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Just a weak fly ball this time. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's bottom of the second. And now here's the veteran DH, Jorge Soler. Here comes a pitch. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Ryan, a former All-Star. He features the 4-seam fastball, a slider, a splitter, a curve, and occasionally mixes in the slurve. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
To the right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. One up, one down.
Batting fifth, the right fielder,
Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. They say you win.
0-1.
And now it's even up. The pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one to first. Hoskins steps on the bag. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. And now for the Marlins, Brian De La Cruz. Off the mark there, and that's ball 1. That one missed. The wind of the pitch. That one fouled off. 2-2. And now the count filled up 3-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. 3-2. Now this is in the air down the line. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. De La Cruz into second, and he's got a double.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Paul DeYoung, the next to hit. First pitch just misses. De La Cruz on at second with 2 down. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Struck him out swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 2 full. It's the Twins 3 and the. Welcome back. Now it's the right fielder, Lane Thomas.
the right fielder, number 30.
It's been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His 3rd inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
And now the lefty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. And now 1-2. Line drive, base hit.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And that one in the air center field. Chisholm makes the grab, and there's 1 away. So digging in, Brooks Lee. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Out there to center. And it drops in. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And stepping in is the speedy Byron Buxton. Went down on strikes his first time through. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Strike 2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here's a chopper to short. Feeds to second, out there. Over to first, safe.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Here's Carlos Correa. He's already homered in this game. Buxton on the run. Pitch inside. Throw. Save. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Set for the bottom of the third, and at the plate for Miami, Antonio Feliciano. Feliciano in his rookie season in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. Pitch misses inside, 1-0. Yeah, there's the strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Kicks and deals.
2-2 to count.
And it's filled up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Mitch Garver up to hit here. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. That one's in there, and it's 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Nobody out, runner at first. And a pitch. The punch out there, and there's one down.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Chisholm in the box now. No balls and a strike.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn 2, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get 2 and end up with nothing.
Pulls up, and that's in there for a knock. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Everything came together for him. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
The 0-1. And strike two.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Set down on strikes. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Luis Ariz stands in. The 0-1.
Ball.
And downstairs.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. In the dirt, blocked, but no advance from the runners. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Righty to the plate. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. On the ground to the left, and foul ball. And he walked him.
That's ball 4.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Soler batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Nope.
Close,
Ball
but
1.
called a ball. And that is ball 1. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Foul ball there. Feliciano, the runner at third. Chisholm at second. Ariz on at first with 2 down. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. And welcome back. John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the 4th, Ryan Jeffers. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, these Twins.
That's ball 4. He's out. Out. 3. Ball 4. Take the game.
Your attention, please.
He's safe.
Now pitching for
3.
number
Ball 4.
27.
Take the game. 3. Out. He's safe. Out.
Now pitching for number 48. Steven Elker. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Twins.
3.
Number 66.
Ball 4. Take the game. Out. 3. He's out.
Now pitching for Minnesota. Number 48.
3.
Jorge Lopez.
3. You're out. 3. Out. 3.
On the mound now, Matt Barnes. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Here's the third baseman, Royce Lewis.
Matt Barnes.
The pitch.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting, because of tendencies, a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
The 0-2. And ball one.
2 strikes.
In the air on the infield. Garver hauls it in, and there's one away. Now it's the Twins DH, Brooks Lee. A strikeout and a walk. Barnes, the tall righty, 210 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2011. That one way outside, and it's 1-1. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
2 strikes.
Swings and misses, and he's down on strikes for the second time today. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Byron Buxton. And that's in the dirt.
Ball 1, no strike.
Next offering is down low.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
That misses the zone. Ball 3. Next offering is fouled back. The 3-1 in for a strike, full count. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Three-2 now. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Now back here in Miami, bottom of the 9th. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And the right-hander back to work.
Ball 1.
And there's a ball.
I can't play around with him here. It's a
1-0.
6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Left-hand batter waits. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Bouncer to Hoskins. And he handles it himself for the out. Gene Segura at the plate here.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
And delivers outside. Next offering is in for a strike. Righty delivers. And now 1-2.
2 strikes.
Misses inside. And the count is 2-2. Into center. Buxton moves under it. Snags it for the second out. So it's their last chance in this one. And up next for Miami, Luis Arias. 1 for 3. First pitch, and he just misses.
Ball 1, no strike.
On the corner at the knees for a strike. And a pitch. Swing and a ball popped up. A little bloop single.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
0-2 as he waves at that one.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Arise off of first with 2 away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Guys start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
8-2 the final here for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding.
Inside the show. Here's your host, Justin Allegri.
Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the Minnesota Twins had 12 hits as a team as they manhandled the Marlins 8-2. The Cleveland Guardians pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 2-0. The Royals broke up their 5-game losing skid as they defeated the A's in Oakland 5-2. Bryce Wilson grabbed win number 6 on the year as the Brewers got the best of the White Sox 4-3. The Toronto Blue Jays totaled 13 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Rockies 8-3. The Tampa Bay Rays got 12 hits in this one as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 6-4. Framber Valdez collected the victory in his 12th win, leading the Astros to a win over the Red Sox 4-2. He is among the AL leaders in wins. Lucas Giolito got the win number 7 thus far, helping the Orioles defeat the Angels 3-2. The Seattle Mariners launched 3 home runs as they defeated the visiting Yankees 3-2. The Reds totaled 11 hits as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 6-2. The Giants sent 3 balls into the seats as they took down the Nationals in Washington 7-2. The Padres got 11 hits overall as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 5-3. The Atlanta Braves held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 3-1. The St. Louis Cardinals allowed only 5 hits as a staff.
Inside the show. And now your host, Justin Allegri. Inside the show. Inside the show. Here's your host, Justin Allegri.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting in the American League Central, the Twins swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 10-4. It was their 7th straight victory. The Tigers amassed 14 hits in the game as they took down the Red Sox.
John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. We'd like to welcome those just tuning in on the show for a live look-in. You're right on time. The Twins looking to wrap up a 1-run victory in the 9th, but they'll have to navigate through the middle of the order to do it. Kicks and fires. And that's in for a strike. Up the middle. Fires over to Hoskins. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
Witt in the box, lays off for ball 1.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
And that is cut on and missed. And the count 1-1.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Sable under it. Makes the grab. 2 down. Edward Olivares steps in for the Royals. That's in there. That's strike one.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Strike two.
Not sure what's going on right there. No chance. Probably have some funny texts from his buddies after the game.
Down to their final strike. That to right. And it's foul. Good eye right there. Line, and that's a base hit. Sable throws to second, but he's in there easily.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Next is the designated hitter, J.J. Matijevic. Trying to deliver as the hero. So coming into the game now on defense, number 47. He takes over in right. That's in there, and that's strike one.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Now he breaks as bad as it's put in play. Over to first, and that'll do it. And the Twins hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
This is a huge win to take this series on the road before heading back home. You go home feeling good about yourselves. You've got some good momentum. But at home, you also have a higher...
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. In the AL Central, the White Sox knocked out 10 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Tigers.
Inside the Show. Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the Chicago White Sox combined for 10 hits as a team as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 9-7. The Cleveland Guardians put together 10 total hits as they stole the victory in extra innings over the Astros 5-4. The Marlins allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 4-3. The Cardinals only allowed 2 hits in the game as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 2-0. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.
Good evening to those joining us for this live look-in on the show. I'm John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. You're just in time. Carlos Correa will bring the middle of the order to the plate here in the ninth. Down just a run. Deal one.
Nope.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Ball to strike. Check swing, appeal to first. No swing, just held it back there. The 2-1. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. And fouled off. Next offering way upstairs.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
That hits the dirt. 2-2. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. Looking to get the tying run on base. And there's a base hit to the left.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here's Byron Buxton. Substitution being made at first. Here's the pinch runner for the Twins, Bubba Thompson.
This is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Number 47, runner on first and one down for him. And a pitch out, but nothing going on. The 1-0. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He's got it, and there's two away.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Big spot here, bottom of the ninth. Down to their final out. Nick Gordon will hit next. That one the other way. That's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
First pitch swinging, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I'll tell you what, it's not easy to do. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
So now pinch hitter for Minnesota, Willie Castro. Big at bat for him with the tying run in scoring position. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep. Well, at least you got the pitcher thinking a little bit. You don't want to run yourself out of the ball game. You get thrown out or picked off, it's over.
Two outs. Both the tying and winning runs are on. That misses the zone. Now 1-2. And that's too high.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Just one strike away. Checks his swing. Now would appeal to third. And he punches him out. He went around. And your final score.
Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
Happy Saturday morning.
John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. We'd like to welcome those just tuning in on the show for a live look-in. You're right on time. The Twins looking to wrap up a one-run victory in the ninth, but they'll have to navigate through the middle of the order to do it. That one pushed foul. Ground ball right side. Sneaks through. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
No outs. Runner at first. And now Gavin Sheets. And that one fouled off. Here's your one. Little chopper rolls foul.
With 2 strikes. May see some movement over there at first base. Try to stay out of a double play here.
And the pitch. Stays alive. And here it comes. Fights it off. You'll see another. The 0-2. And that one is inside ball one.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone. Really making him work out there.
And now the count is even. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Oh, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump. One that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Relay throw, and he's safe. So it's first and third with one down.
All over that one right there. 112 miles per hour. Ball seemed to explode off the bat right there. He put everything together on that swing, so that's one of those knocks that feels a little extra sweet. So now it just comes down to situational hitting to get the tying run home. We've got a really great opportunity to do that.
Intentional pass coming. Bases now loaded, though it does set up a force at every base.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Number 21 in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Next offering is in for a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Next pitch downstairs, and it's 2-1. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that guys have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you...
Hit weakly on the ground. Fires to second for one. And that's a double play to end it.
You can still feel the energy in this ballpark. What a great finish. Everyone on their feet looking for that pitcher to get the final out. They strand the tying run at third. The go-ahead run was at second base. A lot of pressure, but they were able to pull it out. Nice W.
Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
The trade deadline looms large. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, Joe Ryan collected the victory in his 12th win, helping lead the Twins to the win over the White Sox 2-1.
Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
The trade deadline is fast approaching. We'll tell you what your team did on Inside the Show. In the AL Central, Jonathan Scope was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs, helping the White Sox dispose of the Twins 7-5. As of today, the Twins are in first place in the AL Central, and the White Sox are 4th in the division. The Detroit Tigers brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 3-2. It was their 5th straight victory. In the standings, the Tigers sit in 3rd place in the American League Central, and the Royals are at the bottom of the division. The Cleveland Guardians got 11 hits overall as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 7-3. Heading into the day, the Braves sit
Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
Well, this is it, the final day of the season for teams to make trades. There could be a flurry of action as the day goes on, but before we get there, here's a recap of what went down yesterday. Starting in the American League Central, the Minnesota Twins launched 3 home runs as they sank the Mariners 13-3. The Miami Marlins totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 6-5. The win was their 6th in a row. Evan Carter had a day to remember, amassing an impressive 7 RBIs at the plate, leading Texas to a win over the White Sox 13-2. The Guardians held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 4-2. The Kansas City Royals combined for 4 total home runs as they defeated the Pirates at PNC.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
The trade deadline has come and gone. Here's a recap of what happened on and off the field yesterday. In the AL Central, the Mariners combined for a 4-hitter as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 3-0. The Detroit Tigers combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Marlins 3-2. The White Sox had 12 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 5-4. The Cleveland Guardians completed a short 2-game sweep as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 6-5. The Pittsburgh Pirates snapped their 7-game losing streak as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 4-2. Shane McClanahan grabbed his 13th win overall this year as Tampa Bay rolled past the Blue Jays 4-3. He is among the AL leaders in wins. Tanner Houck picked up win number 8 this year, leading the Bo Sox to the win over the rival Yankees 5-2. Keegan Aiken got his 7th win out of the bullpen as the Orioles took down the A's 3-1. The Atlanta Braves got 12 hits in this one as they got the best of the visiting Mets 9-8. The Cincinnati Reds racked up 11 hits as a team as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 7-6. The Stros got 18 hits as they took down the Nationals in Washington 10-6. The Cubs went deep 4 times as they beat the Cardinals on the road 7-6. The Arizona Diamondbacks allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 8-3. The Rockies picked up 14 hits in total as they destroyed the Angels 8-0. The Giants totaled 11 hits as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 4-3. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.
Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the Twins sent 3 balls into the seats as they sank the Mariners 7-1. Spencer Turnbull was victorious for the 5th time this season as the Tigers claimed the win over the Marlins 2-0. The Pirates relief pitcher, number 61, got his 2nd W of the season as Pittsburgh took care of the Royals 5-4. The Toronto Blue Jays snapped their 5-game losing streak as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 5-2. The Texas Rangers got 11 hits overall.
Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Starting in the American League Central, the Minnesota Twins pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the visiting Red Sox 3-1. The Rays swatted 4 home runs in this one as they beat the White Sox on the south side 5-3. The Royals only allowed 2 hits in the game as they beat the Guardians in Cleveland 3-0. The Tigers pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the O's in Baltimore 2-0. The San Diego Padres tallied 5 home runs overall as they blasted the Astros 8-1. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim smacked 15 team hits as they took down the visiting Mariners 6-3. The Cardinals knocked out 10 hits as a team as they manhandled the Marlins 6-0. The Phillies allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 2-0. The Chicago Cubs put together 10 total hits as they took down the visiting Braves 5-4. That now makes 8 straight wins for the team. The Diamondbacks picked up, 19 hits in this one as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 13-8. The Milwaukee Brewers broke up their 7-game losing skid as they bested the visiting Nats 2-1. Jurickson Profar had 3 hits in the game, driving in 3, as Colorado got the best of the Dodgers 6-1. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.